Hey guys, this is Efren Aguilar, also known as Chino Dash. I just got off the phone interviewing Jennifer from Bad Girls Club Season 10. This was an amazing experience for me. I hope that you guys enjoy it. Okay, question number one. How long were you there in the house? They have all the editing and stuff. It looks kind of like a little bit. So how long were you in the house
Yeah, I
for?
was actually there because the taping is actually almost 3 months, and I was there for a month.
A month, okay.
So I missed only the first 2 weeks of taping, and then the last four.
Oh, okay.
I was away, yeah.
Yeah. What would you tell the girl who was trying out for the show, and what would you tell her to do and what not to do?
I would definitely say when one on Bad Girls Club, just remain true to yourself because you would hate to go home and watch somebody that you were trying to be, and then just upsetting yourself. Just be true to that. And just to be able to be above situations. I understand it's a show, but at the same time, you do have to go home. So make sure you're proud of the person that you're showing. And at the same time, you do have to realize you're a role model. But a true bad girl just does what she wants. So just be real. Be real to yourself. And, yeah, basically.
Yeah, okay. Did you have any type of conflicts with any other girls in the house other than the one that we saw?
No, actually I don't. And I think those conflicts just remained in the house. We had ended up doing another show together, the Bad Girl All-Stars, and, it really wasn't no issue. So we kind of left it. It ended at the reunion is what I would say.
Yeah.
No personal problems.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, I'm not sure if this is true or not, but for what I've been, the videos and the other interviews of, the other girls, especially Shannon, she said that it wasn't your Hot Pocket in the first place. She said that she purchased it. I would personally, still be mad. I'm pretty sure you guys, shared food and stuff.
Right.
Why were you, of course I'll be upset too, but, what made you actually get so ticked off at the moment when Rocky was, so crazy over she just ate your food,
First and foremost, the whole Hot Pocket situation, production laws, Hot Pockets, and I guess you're not, whatever. There's certain words that we're not allowed to say because you're not supposed to talk, with people that's working behind the cameras and stuff. But production provided us with food when we first came in the house, and the Hot Pockets were a part of that. Her coming up with the whole she bought it, and even if she did, we all shared food. When we did finally buy food, we all put money in, and it wasn't no who's or who's, whatever. And it had nothing to do, the whole, as far as me getting upset with Rocky, it was more so they didn't show it leading up to it. She just continued to, cross lines and, cross boundaries. You don't just, I would never do that, and it was, after I addressed her with the situation, it was she got smart, and it's okay, well, whatever, you still made me one, so at the end of the day, you did what I asked you to do. Then it was to be still talked about when I had already dropped it. I felt disrespected, I dropped it, you should have too. Now, if you don't want to drop it, it could be taken to another step, and now we have a whole other problem behind something that could have been dropped.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, if you could change anything about yourself or something that you did wrong in the house, or something you just did in the house you didn't, you regret or anything, what would it be and why? If so,
Well, as far as me watching it, that's me, and flaws and all, that is who I am. I think I've grown now because I've been able to watch myself, but just what I would tell, I guess you would say the quote-unquote younger me, then just to not be such a hothead and to allow things to just, allow things to pass and not have to address every situation.
Yeah.
And just be, above certain situations, but at the time, I didn't care.
Yeah, okay. How did it feel to come to this house knowing that, it was pretty much already divided?
It was weird coming into the house being a replacement anyways because obviously past seasons you look at it and replacements don't get as much love as I got. So that was just weird and random, but once again, they gave Janae a lot of airtime when she was really only there for a week.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I got a warm welcome is because these girls didn't even know each other themselves.
Yeah.
But other than that, it just was, you're like, okay, these girls don't think it's their house. They've been here before me, territorial, whatever. So, just coming in, I'm like, I got to just be me, and whether they accept it or not, that would be on them. As long as I'm true to myself, then I should be okay. Which, for the most part, I was.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so how did it feel to be away from home? Like, I mean, I understand there's like only one phone and like there's a computer, but yeah, I could only visit certain websites on the computer and stuff. I mean, how did it feel to be away from home and like into this experience?
It's like, it's so bittersweet, you know. It's not all happy and, you know, you're having fun and stuff like that because, you know, you're away from your family. You don't realize you're going to miss them so much. And we couldn't just sit on the phone, or we couldn't just, you know, always be on the computer. You know, we were in a controlled environment. So it's just different. You know, you're not a part of the real world no more. And, you know, you're in this house and you have these cameras, these other girls, and, you know, so it's really just different. And it's mentally, you have to be mentally strong first.
Yeah.
And, you know, I see why girls be like, you know what, I just want to go home. Because you're completely taken out of your element.
Yeah. Did you ever think about going home by yourself, like, without even, like, having to be sent home?
No, not necessarily, because I've just always been a very independent person, so I moved on my own a lot. So, you know, being in that house was no different from me, you know, going out, like, I would leave, stay, I was just, you know, so it was really no different for me because I had already been a part of that. But had I been sheltered or, you know, around my family, then it would have been different.
Yeah, it would.
You know, because it's just hard.
Okay. Okay. There's this one episode. I think it's the one where you went home. The whole Valentina thing. She would like. I feel like she would just be on one side and be on another. Like, how do you feel about Valentina? Like, because I'm sure, like, y'all were arguing about.
That was the thing, you know. They didn't show, like, you know, the editing, it makes it look like I started everything, like I was the only one that agreed.
Yeah.
But as you can see, when I left, the problem still started. You know, everybody still had a problem with Rocky.
Yes.
So that was actually a misedit because it's like, how all of a sudden they have a problem with her when okay, Jennifer had a girl, nobody was saying nothing. Well, wrong. Everybody would say you have the most respect. But the way I am is I don't have to talk behind your back. I can wait till you walk in the room and start my sentence right there.
Mm-hmm.
So I addressed her while everyone else had something to say while she wasn't in the room. So, you know, and because I addressed her, her anger did, you know, like she would, you know, towards me because she didn't know anybody else was in the room.
Yeah.
Because when she would walk in, they would have a different attitude, you know?
Yeah.
Type of thing. So I feel like I addressed the situation. I mean, Valentina, she played her part. She did what she wanted. You know, I think she kind of wanted more everybody like on her team. So she wasn't gonna, you know, Rocky's a big girl. Rocky's a big girl. So
yeah.
I just felt like she played it smart.
Yeah.
Instead of just being, you know, big girl.
Yeah. Just okay. I'm not sure we're able to talk about the Bad Girls All Stars. I mean, I'm not sure.
Certain thing, well, it depends.
How did you, was there a big difference of experience, like, in that house between?
I feel, okay, so with Bad Girl All-Star, it's going to be, I mean, obviously, to have 14 bad girls from each season, whatever, or notorious bad girls in one house, that's already, like, big. Everybody's been waiting for that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you get to see, I think everyone gets to see their favorite bad girl in a different light because, you know, it wasn't focused on partying. It wasn't focused on drama. Like, this is real competition. Like, head-to-head, you just seeing your two people who fought each other, you know, either working together or working completely against each other.
Yeah.
So I think everyone's going to enjoy, you know, seeing that. And although the house was big, you know, and it was different than the other seasons, it was, you know, we still ran into each other and there were still problems. So you're going to get to see a little bit of everything, I believe. And, you know, just a different spin on it, an actual storyline for everyone.
Do you still keep any contact with any of the girls from Atlanta, like any of the bad girls from there?
Yeah, I'm actually, you know, we can look things together and stuff like that. So every time we, you know, cross each other's paths, and it's all hugs and stuff, but I mainly keep in touch with Nancy. Even though me and Nancy weren't even in the house together, but...
Yeah, I was like, what? And when I saw some of the reunion, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, and that's the thing. I had met her. That was my first time meeting her. It was at the reunion, and we completely clicked. And she ended up staying out in California for a month with me after just, you know, and we completely, like, love her to death. crazy as hell.
Yeah.
But I keep in contact with Nancy. I still speak with Alicia, and I'm very, very close with Paula too.
Okay. Did you what was my question? Are you still a stripper?
No, I've been fortunate enough to put former in front of that. So,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah, that's great. What else? That's pretty much about it. Oh, okay. I'm not sure we could talk about money, like how much they pay y'all, or I mean, how, like, do they pay y'all for being there, like, at the end, or do they pay y'all like, weekly? I mean, I'm not sure, like.
Backups Club, you know, it's like the real world type thing, where even though you're in this house and you're being recorded, you're expected to take care of yourself. You don't gotta pay for, you know, pay for living there and nothing like that, but you're expected to pay for your, you know, your expenses and stuff. So we did get like a weekly allowance, which was, you know, more than I'm sure a lot of people are making, but we'll find some excuse to complain, but yeah, a substantial amount. And then Batgirl also was a really good check too. So.
Oh, that's good. Yes. Would you?
Yeah, everybody know they're not doing it for free. Everybody knows it's in the full for free.
Yeah. Would you do the Bad Girls Club again?
Say one more time.
Would you do the Bad Girls Club again? Like, if you would, like, not be a replacement or start from the beginning?
Yeah, I would do it again. You know, obviously knowing there's a few things you could avoid and a few things you could change. Not saying you wouldn't make mistakes, but to do it again, it's a once in a lifetime chance. So why not?
Yeah, what did you learn from the experience?
I just learned a lot about myself, being able to see myself, and just being able to grow, being able to behave, I guess, a little bit more when alcohol is involved, and then just I've never had a roommate, so
yeah.
So I guess I've learned that I would never have a roommate.
Especially, yeah. Who was your closest friend? Like, I mean, well, not friend, or I mean, I'm not sure how you want to call her, friend, associate.
Yeah, my BBC BFF is definitely Paula.
Paula, yeah, and why?
I just clicked with her. She was like a mother figure, and she's just real down to earth. And when somebody, you can't have two hyper friends. You know, like me and Nancy, when we go out, we get in trouble because nobody's gonna say stop. You know, and Paula's that person. So she's always a good person to keep around.
Yeah, I could see that. She's like the mother of y'all. She was like the.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She loud, you know, but she know when it's time to calm it down. We kind of don't have no filter. We just keep going.
Yeah. You weren't there anymore, but I'm pretty sure you saw the episode with the whole, like, Rocky and Nancy and the whole opening fight. You know, like, what do you think about that situation?
What happened? Can you say that one more time?
Okay, do you know the whole situation with the Valentina, the Alicia, the Nancy, and the Rocky, like, the whole big fight that they had? What's your opinion on that?
I mean, I don't accept jumping. Obviously, I ain't nobody to help me fight, you know, Rocky or anyone else. You know, it's like I don't gotta have a clan, so I definitely don't condone of that. It came off. Everything's so serious in the Dark Girls Club. You know, from the littlest things to the biggest things, everything is serious and it's taken on the same level. So I understand why I'm mad, but it's like,
yeah,
it's just.
Can you hear me?
Go for
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were breaking. Okay, well, I mean, that's pretty much it. Thank you for calling me and, like, accepting the interview.
No problem.
What